program on bibliometric analysis using Vosviewer, featuring the expertise of our esteemed session leader, Dr. Payal Sharma ma'am. This event has been thoughtfully organized by the Research Foundation of India and RFI-CARE in collaboration with Shodh Malwa, Payal University Gujarat, Eklavya University, JHERF, ARGA, and Edu Academic Inc. Now, let me introduce our esteemed speaker, Dr. Payal Sharma ma'am. Dr. Payal Sharma is a distinguished faculty member in management, bringing over 15 years of expertise in teaching and research. She serves as the editor of Shodh Ganga Journal and has an impressive portfolio of research publications, including Scopus Index papers. Her contributions extend beyond academia, as she has conducted multiple MDPs and FDPs for professionals in management, medical fields, and emerging researchers. Currently, she is a part of the Acropolis Faculty of Management, where she continues to inspire and mentor future leaders. We are truly honored to have ma'am with us today to guide us through this session. With that, I invite ma'am to take over this session. Ma'am?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Asmi, for a wonderful, you can say, a wonderful biography of me. Even I myself cannot thought about this. Thank you so much, Asmi. Okay, so now we start with the second day of our bibliometric analysis, and I'm sharing again the PPT with you people. Just a minute. Just again going up with the entire screen. I think so it will help out. Okay. I think so now you all are able to see my PPT on your screens.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now, on the second day, as we have discussed yesterday, now we are just moving towards how to design a research paper based on bibliometric analysis and how to present the analysis and the different facts and figures that we have collected from platforms like Scopus, Web of Science, and dimensions if possible, or lens, whatever you are using, and then the analysis by Vosviewer. All these materials now we have to put together into a research paper. Now, moving on directly through our research paper, first we will discuss the contents of a research paper in context of bibliometric analysis. As we all know that the source of data for our bibliometric reporting is either Scopus platform, Web of Science, Dimensions. These all are the repositories for the journals and the secondary data. Dimensions, PubMed, Lens. We have discussed yesterday about these platforms in a brief manner. Now, I'm directly coming to the structure of a bibliometrics paper. What you need to structure when you are going to plan a bibliometric paper. It is start definitely with the title, as any research paper goes on. Then comes up with the abstract, introduction. You have to find up the research questions, research methodology, analysis, discussion, future work, and conclusion. But see, if you see the structure, you can say to me and you can tell me that, Madam, the general research paper structure and bibliometric research paper structure is somewhat same. No doubt, when we see the headlines, the headings, we can say that the material and the things are same. But when we jot down into the basics of, or you can say subheadings, what will come under each and every heading, then we will find that where the difference lies in a general research paper and a bibliometrics paper. Okay, now starting with the introduction. As any research paper, no doubt, bibliometric research paper introduction also contains a general outlay of the topic, like why you are choosing this particular topic, what is the relevance of this topic. Here, you have to add a certain amount of literature review just to support your general outlay, or your relevance purpose for this particular paper. Now, on the basis of this discussion, you have to raise some research questions. But see, again, I am coming to this. What research questions? Now, in a bibliometric research study, the research questions are generally limited or move towards certain topics only. As you can see on the screen, the research questions of a particular bibliometric paper ask for to analyze the research work done in the field of your selected topic. Okay, these objectives are not there with your general research papers where you are doing any conceptual or empirical study. In the bibliometrics, you will always start with what is the research work that has been done in the past so many years, whatever years you are choosing, say 10 years, 20 years, or in some cases, it might be 5 or 7 years. Now, to explore the most frequent keywords, top journals, authors, top influential papers in this particular topic, then to identify the future research directions in the field of your research topic. So these are some generalized questions which I am putting in front of you, which are going to be research question in case of bibliometrics paper. You can just elaborate these things when you are adding more and more about the history of your research field. Here I am just giving you a glimpse that what about the questions, how you have to plan the research questions. Because see, on the basis of these research questions, I am going to make out the research objectives, and then I will be doing the analysis purpose. Now, these are some of the examples I have taken directly from the research papers. Here, what I have told you is the general glimpse, a general idea that where the question comes from. And now, this is something I have taken from a particular research paper just to give you a more familiarity of what the research questions authors use in bibliometric analytical paper. You can see on the screen what are the latest publication trends based on the number of years, affiliated countries, journals, authors, and type of economy. Then what are the most commonly used research methods, statistical techniques, and theories in the WLB corpus? It is a work-life balance paper. I will definitely show you the paper also. Which popular and influential research studies are based on publication citation analysis, as you do the bibliographic citation and general citation analysis? What are the relevant keywords used by authors in the field? All these are just coming with the maps that we have created yesterday, the data that we are collecting from either from the Scopus, PubMed, Lens, whatever platform we are using. So all the questions has been answered through these platforms data with the help of the either Vosviewer, and there are certain other tools also that can be used for the bibliometrics. So these is the a good familiar examples of what kind of research questions you have to put up in a bibliometric research paper. When you talk about research methodology, the general empirical research paper methodology does not works here. Here you have to just mention that what are the processes that you have used from start to last to find out the data from a particular platform, and then how you done the analysis. So as you can see on the screen, an example which has been put up here by me, like for the present study, the Scopus database has been used. If you are using it, bibliometric analysis has been applied with the help of the Vosviewer. Now, you have to tell the keyword search string, how you have started with the keyword. The keyword used to search for documents on the study topic were, as we all know, in the research, in the search string, we are not going to use only one keyword. There would be 4 or 5 or maybe 7 to 8 keywords, and the combination of those keywords are there. So you have to put it up like that what kind of search string you have used. For example, you have first used the A keyword, then B keyword, then C keyword, then D keyword, and then you have moved to A plus B keyword, then C plus D keyword, A plus C keyword. You have to mention all this search string in your research methodology section. And then you have to tell that what are the filters you have applied. Like the study frame has been selected from this year to that year. That can be vary according to the different studies. Then initially after this search string and this filtration, how many papers you have got. Then what filter next you have applied, like subject area, then what subject area you have chosen. You can use 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe 5 subject areas. And after this filter, how many documents come up to you. As here the example is like 655 documents, and then after the filtration of subject area, you got 313 documents. Then again you have put up next filter, like document type, conference papers, journal papers, only review papers, whatever your filters you have used. Now, when you have done this filtration, how many documents left? 294 documents left. Then, on the basis of the publication stage, again you have put it up one more filter. You got 279 documents. And similarly, going on at each and every stage of filtration, you have to mention that what the filters you have applied, and then after each and every filtration, how many database came to you, and the final number of data documents that you are using for the analysis of your this particular research paper. Like in this case, we can say that we have been started from 655 papers initially, and at the end we have came down to 263 papers after a good filtration of data. Okay, so it's not a general research methodology. And what am I presenting here is a descriptive analysis, that how you are going to present your research methodology. I will also share with you some of the research papers. Right now, we come up with that, and we will discuss that different research paper presented differently. Just a minute. I show you the papers. It will help you in understanding. Like this is a paper of work-life balance of average publication time. Summary publication. Okay, paper. Okay, the introduction as we have discussed. Okay, then coming down, these are the research questions. I'm just zooming it, so I think so it would be good to see you. Right, these are the research questions. Right, these are the publication trends, most commonly used research methods. Okay, and then I will let you know that what these people have done. But first, I'm coming down to the research methodology, what we are discussing right now. They have again write in the same manner, okay, that SLR, how it follows, and how you move for the bibliometric analysis, how you have done the extraction. Research papers selected for this study were used to conduct bibliometric analysis. Okay, just a minute. I wanted to show you this thing. This is the search string. They are presenting here the search string, what kind of keywords they are using, and after using each and every keyword, what is happening and why they are using this particular keyword. They are mentioning this also. Then here they have told us that what kind of criteria limits they have put up. Criteria limits, when we limit up like this year to this year, this is the filtration. You can call this filtration or criteria limit also, because after each and every limit you will get new filters. This is what I like to show you, that now what they have done, they have given a descriptive analysis of their process, but at the same time they have also given a diagrammatic representation, that what they have done, just to make it more easy to understand for a reader, or even for the editors, reviewers. Like here they have come with a document search procedure, extracted this much document from Scopus. document screening and selection, how they have screened the documents by different what limitations. Descriptive analysis, like what they have done, they have taken out the trend per year, the country wise, the top 10 countries where there's a study, WLB related studies have been published, leading journals, all this thing they have done. So now what they have done here, they have just shown in a flow chart that how they have started from a particular platform to how they have completed their whole study, from collection of data to analysis through a particular software, and what they have actually got at the end. This is the content analysis. Cluster analysis has been converted into content analysis. When you describe the clusters, and on the basis of the content of the research papers of each and every cluster, you come up with the content analysis. As I have told you yesterday also, I come up 3 or 4 clusters related to documents. Then I would be going through those top 10 papers and just try to understand what actually under, say, like it's a paper of WLB, work life balance, what major topics of work life balance the top 10 authors of first cluster are working upon. And when am I discussing those content of those paper, it become the content analysis. Okay, now I'm not taking you directly into these things because this is the preliminary and familiarity type of step that we are moving on. I'm just letting you know that there are different ways of presenting your research methodology. Okay, I will come back to you with this paper, but before that, as we have discussed yesterday, we will be coming up with some simple papers first, and then we will be moving towards such kind of papers where you start with the bibliometrics and end with a thematic analysis or content analysis. Okay, now I'm coming back for my PPT. Here it is. Okay, so this is the research methodology we are discussing. Now, again, this is the same thing that we are discussing, the thematic analysis or content analysis. I will be covering it at the end. Okay, so that you can understand result presentation. Okay, in the initial papers or for the beginners, you can directly come with the analysis and result part. You need not to do a very hard work for this thing, I must tell you, because analysis and result part will be provided to you by the platforms where you are actually collecting the data. If I'm correct, in your workshop day before yesterday, where you have understood how to collect the data from different platforms, again like Scopus and Dimensions, you people have found this thing on these platforms that you can have the number of publications per year, top publications per year, top journals name, top countries name. I think so. You know this thing from the Scopus. You can get this thing directly. Have this been told to you?
No, ma'am.
No, no.
No,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine. Huh? Yes.
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
It's
No,
not
ma'am.
described to us.
Okay, fine. So I'm coming back to this slide where I'm just letting you know. See, up now a certain problem will come up. Like a Scopus and Web of Science is a well-developed platform. So now what these platforms do, they give you ample number of resources. But the problem is this, the same number of resources would not be available easily to you on Dimension, Lens, and PubMed. So it might be that there you need to do some kind of hard work right now. But I must tell you that these platforms are also working in the same direction, and might be in 6 months or maybe quarterly, these platforms will be also providing you the same thing. Now I'm just coming back to the Scopus and Web of Science. Okay, now
Ma'am, I have one question, ma'am.
yeah.
Ma'am, Scopus also provide the analysis regarding the top authors or top publications
Yes,
in analyzing section, and
yes.
Vosviewer also provide. So which should we have to choose?
Just a minute. See, The analysis which Scopus is providing and what Vosviewer is providing is different.
Okay.
Okay, see, in your database, in your WLB, the top 10 authors or the top 10 journals, okay, this is something you can extract out from an Excel worksheet. But the thing is that Scopus is saying, as I am providing you data in the CSV file, which is next to Excel, then why I will not provide it to you? Because it is a simple thing, and that's why it is providing you voluntarily so that your presentation can be easy. But Vosviewer is giving you maps, network maps. Scopus is not providing you network maps. Scopus is not telling you that research is going on in which direction for future perspective. Scopus is not telling you that what is the thematic analysis in this particular field. What
मैम
is the
अगर
yes, yes.
मैम अगर हम इसमें जब रिसर्च कर रहे हैं तो
हाँ,
उसमें एनालिसिस पार्ट अब देखते हैं तो उसमें जैसे ऑथर्स का ग्राफ जनरेट हो जाता है इसमें,
जी
या यूनिवर्सिटीज का भी जनरेट हो जाता है, तो
जी
इसमें किसका चूज करना चाहिए, क्योंकि सेम थिंग उसमें भी आ जाती है। एनालिसिस पार्ट में अगर हम मैपिंग को छोड़ दें, बाकी जो जनरल एनालिसिस है वो दोनों में पॉसिबल है, स्कोपस में भी और वॉस्वियर में भी। तो हमें
हाँ,
पेपर मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट लिखते समय किस पर ध्यान रखना चाहिए, या स्कोपस वाला
स्कोपस
लिखना चाहिए या
स्कोपस, क्योंकि स्कोपस का एक्सेप्टेंस ज्यादा है।
जी? तो जो
अगर आपके
वॉस्वियर से
पास
जो टेबल जनरेट हो रही है,
हाँ हाँ
जो वॉस्वियर से जो टेबल जनरेट हो रही है, इसमें आपके टॉप 15 ऑथर्स हैं या टॉप 50 कंट्रीज हैं, तो ये सेम थिंग हम उसको स्कोपस में भी हम बाय
हाँ,
एनालाइजिंग सेक्शन में भी हम कर सकते हैं।
नाउ कम अप अगर आपने स्कोपस और वेब ऑफ साइंस को देखा, सी आई एम कमिंग अप विद दिस, राइट, दिस इज द स्कोपस,
यस
okay,
यस
right?
जी जी
Here when you have done all the search string and everything, you have come down to, okay, this much of the documents now I wanted to use, okay, at this form we have came up, right? Now what we are doing at this at the upper side, this you go with the analyze search results, and when you click this analyze search results, you will get this window. Is it fine? Now,
यस मैम।
yeah, now what you are getting, documents per year by source, documents by author, documents by affiliation. Now you can open one by one, like I have opened document by year. Now what they are saying, every year how many documents have been published, okay, and now it is giving you a graph. Now Vosviewer is not giving me this thing directly. See what it is giving to me when I am going up with the documents, what it gives me, how many top documents have been published either by the second unit that I have chosen, by what document type, like articles, how many number of articles, then journal articles, conference papers, or either how many documents have been published by authors or documents published by countries. But here it is something that Scopus is providing to me, that on year basis how many documents have been published, and this graph is showing me that WLB, I'm just taking example of WLB because I'm just discussing the same paper with you. So when you are talking about WLB, well, this data is of entrepreneurship right now, which is in front of you. So you can say the entrepreneurship research is moving. What I can say, in 1986, the research is at a very low pace. Then it have got something strength in 1998. Then it start to booming in somewhere around 2012 and 13. And now the peak point is what? 2019. Because in 2022, the research publication dropped down from 2019 to 2022. Now, on the basis of this, I can easily analyze that where the entrepreneurship publication moving. It is exceeding or it is decreasing. But this data and this kind of presentation is not provided by Vosviewer. Similarly, when I will get the CSV file from the Scopus, what I can do if I'm not having this kind of feature with the Scopus, or you can say dimensions. Like dimension is not providing me this kind of feature. So what I need to do is I can move up with my scope, with my CSV file, convert it into Excel file, and just I can filter it down. On the basis of this filtration, I can have the number of documents by the year, but I need to put up some efforts. But here Scopus is providing me everything ready-made, and these things I have to use in my research paper. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am. Can we directly choose this image for our research paper?
Yes,
Can we use
definitely, definitely. You can just copy it and paste it directly into your research paper, and at the source side you can put it up, taken from this Scopus.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put it up, and everybody will accept it. In many papers, you will find the same thing. It actually happens. Nothing wrong in that.
Same thing we can also do in our thesis, ma'am, if we are writing.
Yes, yes, you can do it. You can do it. If your thesis is something having like a bibliometric kind of thing, and you are presenting it in a literature review and something like this, you can do it. Not an issue. Okay. Now, similarly, you can move like this, document by authors, that how many documents each author have presented. Like this data is showing that every author have presented or written 2 documents every year. See, this is something I have taken intentionally to show you that this thing could also happen, and you can get this kind of graph also. Okay, here the name of the documents, and here the number of documents. These are the name of the authors, and here are the number of documents. Again, you can put it up directly into your research paper. So this kind of analysis is provided by Scopus directly to you. Here, I can come up with this. Just a minute. Here, documents by country or territory. Yes.
Can we have this kind of graph directly from Scopus?
Yes, you can copy it from a Scopus
But
easily.
how to generate this type of graph?
See, I have told you here. Just a minute. When you have done your search string and you come up with that these much of documents I have to take from the
Yes.
Scopus,
Okay.
right? Here at the top, you will find this thing, analyze search results. At the Scopus, you have to click this analyze search results. When you click this now, you will find this dialog box open for you. And here you can find, yes.
Just a second, ma'am.
Yes.
Can I do the parallel?
Yeah, you can do it. Not an issue.
Please, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ma'am, actually, I'm getting the search results, but I'm not getting that button for analysis. Can I?
Okay, you can do it. You have just clicked this analyze search results.
That kind of link I'm not getting. That is what I'm saying.
You're not getting this link.
Yes. I have the institutional subscription of Scopus.
Okay.
But yeah, okay. On the right side, it is there. Analyze results. Understood, ma'am. Okay, the position has been changed.
No issues. No issues.
Fine, ma'am. In that, yeah, all type of graphs are there. Perfectly fine. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Thanks a lot.
Please, no issues. Now, in this manner, you can just use these graphs. I've just taken 2 or 3 graphs for the example. There are so many options the Scopus will provide to you. And see, again, it depend upon that what your search string says, right? What kind of graph can be prepared on the basis of your search string that will be provided to you by the Scopus, even or by the Web of Science also. Similarly, I have put here the example of Web of Science. When you go with the Web of Science now, here, okay, you have done this thing. This is the search results. Okay, this is exporting. I'm not telling you this thing because I think so all of you have done this thing, isn't it? Now, when you come up with the Web of Science and you have done all the filtrations, here on the right hand side, you can see there's the analyze results. If you can see here, I'm moving my cursor. Again, when you click analyze results here on the Web of Science, you will again get these kind of graphs on Web of Science also. Okay, here they are providing you like Web of Science categories, then the publication years, then the document type. Okay, so they will provide you such kind of graphs also with the Web of Science also. So it totally depends on which platform you are using it. But for the dimensions, PubMed and Lens, okay, this kind of resource availability is limited. Okay, so in that case, it might be like then when you are downloading your CSV file, you have to prepare your own analysis patterns. Okay, other than the Vosviewer. As I have told you, what you are presenting and taking from here is not given directly by the Vosviewer. Vosviewer is just connecting the network between your papers and trying to make a judgment that what kind of clusters are preparing that can actually present your subject area in the past years that you have chosen, right? So that is totally a network or network map, or you can say a connectivity map that can show you that how your research is connecting from one end to another end and what is missing. Because when you come up with what is missing, that is going to be future research. Okay, so now when I am taking all this thing from here, I'm just putting it directly into my research paper. Here, a simple beginner kind of research paper I am taking here. Okay, it is how social media sentiments influence the share market predictions, a bibliometric network analysis. A very small kind of abstract here I am presenting here, right? What I have done, we have just mentioned that what is the topic, like social sentiments play an essential role in share market. Now, what the study aims, it aims to do a systematic bibliometric analysis to understand the social media influence on share market prediction. Now, what we have done, we have collected the data of last 15 years from January this to this, assessed from Scopus. After filtration, this much articles were received. Then bibliometric analysis was done with the help of the Vosviewer. Then we have presented most cited papers, top journals, everything. Then the keyword occurrence map was created. 5 clusters were identified. On the basis of that, a conceptual structure, solid conceptual structure of this particular topic has been presented in the paper. And what are the conclusion and result? These conclusion and result have been opt out from these clusters that we have made, that in the future, which cluster is going to evolve. Okay, so this is something which that we have present in the abstract. Now coming down, here we have presented an introduction, as we have discussed the relevance of the topic and somewhat literature review, like just supporting studies. Okay, then directly we are coming with the simple questions here to analyze the research work done in the field of social sentiments impact on share market prediction, most frequent keywords, journals, authors, influential papers, and to identify the future research directions. Then research methodology that we have discussed. The yes.
Sorry to interrupt in between.
Yes.
What is JEL code? That
actually, this paper has been submitted for IIT Delhi, and they actually follow JEL classification. This is a kind of classification that the publication houses uses, and according to that, they have given certain kind of classifications that what kind of topic and subject area is there. Okay, they have given a whole directory. When you are submitting on a particular platform that follows JEL classification, that platform will provide you a whole, you can say, a nomenclature of JEL classification. In that, you have to select that what classification comes under my research study. Like as we have used here, the bibliometric analysis.
Yes. I submitted paper in one of the conferences. They asked for JEL classification, but they didn't provide any kind of.
So I can I can share with you the common JEL classification abbreviation.
So we can get it from Google.
Usually you can get it easily from the Google, but what I have got is from the IIT Delhi, the JEL classification abbreviation. That so I will just share it on this WhatsApp group. Like yesterday, I'm sorry, shared the papers. No? On the same, I will share this JEL classification. Not an issue. Welcome. Not an issue. So now again, what we are doing here is we are doing the introduction, then we are going up with the simple research questions. Now in the research methodology, we are describing that how we have started, okay, step by step, then what we have used Vosviewer for, and then here we are presenting that what we have actually presented in different sections, like number of publication per year. Again, I have got it from the Scopus. Right now we have seen this. Top journals, Scopus will give it to me. Top countries, top authors, highest number of citations, co-authorship analysis, co-authorship across countries, and keyword occurrence. These 3 will be created by the network maps. क्योंकि co-occurrence है यहाँ पर. Okay, चलिए. Now, in the result and discussion section, what we have done, just we have put it up here, number of publication per year. Okay, whatever Scopus has provided to us, we have just described it over here. Okay, that study has, yes.
Just one question.
Yes.
Like if we do not have a Scopus database,
Yeah.
then there might be a possibility of rejecting the paper if we use dimensions or something like that.
See, ma'am, to be very frank, the good publication houses means I can say the top one publication houses usually prefer Scopus and Web of Science. But nowadays, the open platforms, okay, and many of the publication houses are coming up with this thing because they know that everybody is not having the access to these platforms. So now they are accepting the dimensions and even the Google Scholar research database also.
Okay. Right.
The thing is that how you are presenting the paper. If it is influential, if you can present it very smartly, then you have the chance.
Okay. Right. Thank you.
Yeah. So now the number of publication, I have done nothing here, right? What we have done here is this study has filtered total papers according to keyword, subject area, publication, and citation. Now the figure 1 present the data pertaining to publication published from this to this. It's a very simple thing. I haven't put it up my mind on that. This is something which is descriptive. Whatever my figure is saying, I'm just presenting it over here. Like how many papers is published in which year, I'm just presenting it here and just adding some acronyms like the paper publication had been reduced down in 2022 as compared to 2016, but it has rose from this much to this much in this year compared to that year. I'm just mentioning this. And this I am doing for each and every section, like top journals, top country with publications, top institutions, top authors, and this is actually taken from the Scopus. What we have done is a very simple kind of thing that we have taken this copied from the Scopus and just we have you can say we have augmented it. Okay, we find that okay, we can do something like we have changed the color. Okay, simple kind of presentation if we can change it. So we have done just this much of thing. Otherwise, this thing has been taken from the Scopus directly. Like documents above, number of publications, then the prominent journals in the last 15 years, everything we are taking from the Scopus here. Now, the highest number of citations. Again, just we are presenting it here that which journal and the which paper is getting highest number of citations. Again, and the highest number of citation has been given by the Scopus. What we have done is we have just gone through that which author is giving the highest number of citation, and we have just find out in our database that what is the particular author and what is the publication house of that particular author. This we have done through the CSV file. You can do this thing. Then the highest number of citations that we have mentioned above, just the descriptive presentation of the table is here, like in the highest number of citations. Okay, so similarly we are moving with this thing that we are presenting each and everything in the descriptive form. Like top 50 authors, it is given by the Scopus directly, that what are the top 50 author and what these people have actually presented. Total contribution of the authors, TC is there. On the basis of that, you can say that what are the top authors. Now, this is the co-authorship network map that we have created with the help of Vosviewer. Now, we have just put it up the map here and we have given the description of this map over here. Like this. That what this map is saying, that how many co-authorship clusters or zoners are coming out and what it is actually presenting. Okay, then top authors which are actually contributing. We are just connecting this co-authorship analysis with highest citation analysis. It's just a thing that actually comes up in your mind and you are putting it up here. It's not necessary, but just to make a meaningful presentation, we have done this thing also. Then this is the top countries again given by your Scopus. And we have just connected it with this inter-country co-authorship network map. See, when you are creating this co-authorship network map, then Vosviewer is also going to give you the same table which is above over there, right? Because the Scopus is going to give you only top 10 authors. If you wanted to exceed, just go with the Vosviewer, because when you are going with the inter-country co-authorship network map, definitely it will give you the top authors or top countries which are contributing, the top 40 countries, top 30 countries, top 20 countries. It will give you each and everything. As we have seen yesterday, the TC, the total network strength, is given by it. And the co-authorship across countries, it is presented over here, right? Again, this is taken from the Vosviewer. And now, what we have done at the end is, we have done the cluster analysis of only one single network map. That is the keyword occurrence map. Because our major motto is that in the future research direction of social sentiments and share market prediction or relationship, in which direction the keyword analysis will go. Because keyword analysis will let us know that what are the new trends which could be come up in the near future. So now this cluster had been developed by the Vosviewer itself. Here, this is the cluster which is developed by the Vosviewer. And what we have done, we have just taken those clusters from the Vosviewer, and we have not put it up each and every item of the cluster. If it is possible for you, you can take it. Okay, and if you find that it is not possible, what you can do, you can take top 10, top 15 items, whatever you say. So here what we have done, we have just presented the clusters according to items. This is again something which we are getting directly from the Vosviewer. We are not putting it by ourselves. So everything in a bibliometric research paper is taken from different places, and these resources are accumulated at one place to just create out a good or unique meaning for a particular topic. Now, what we have done with this cluster analysis, just going down here in the presentation mode, first we have told us again the descriptive analysis, that what the clusters we have taken, how we have taken these clusters, and now we are telling them that on the basis of this cluster analysis, where your future direction is going. Now you can ask me that, madam, how you can predict on the basis of the cluster analysis that where this particular research direction that we have mentioned in the future implications and discussion, that how on the basis of the cluster analysis you can say that the research is moving in a particular direction. Here, what we can do is, we are coming up over here. Now, on the basis of these clusters, we can easily say that the most prominent cluster is cluster 1, where 33 items are there. As soon as we move down from cluster 1 to cluster 5, now it's come up with 6 items only. Why there are 6 items? Just we have to jot down that out of these 6 items, do these 6 items have been used frequently in the last 5 years, 4 years, or in the last whole 15 years? Okay, if most of the cluster frequency is in the last 5 years, that means these are the keywords which are going to rule in this particular subject area for the future. Because the cluster 1 is already so much crowded, that means these are the prominent keywords that has been used by different studies, means all the 264 research documents in the last 15 years have already using prominently these keywords. That means now these keywords are going to be somewhat obsolete, or they will change their direction in a particular manner, because many of the things have been done along with these clusters. Now, when we come down to the cluster number 2, again, somewhat better than the cluster 1, but then 2, not better than the cluster number 3. But when I come down to cluster number 5, where only 6 items are there, I just have to recheck that whether these keywords have been used frequently in last 4 year, 5 year, or in the last 15 years. So it can give me a more clear picture that if these keywords are the emerging keywords, usually this happen at the cluster which is at the least part, okay, in the keyword analysis, okay. If it is coming at this level, that means all these have been come down into one single cluster because their frequency is less than the another keywords of another clusters. I just have to recheck this thing once more, and on the basis of that I can say that in the future research direction, or if somebody wants to do a new research in social sentiment and share market prediction, they should go up with these research keywords, and that can be very much helpful for them to make a good research contribution for the future and easily accepted by the platforms, because until now these things have not been used so much in this particular subject area. Like time series analysis have not been done so much, that's why they are using it. So social media data and statistics have not been done so much, that's why they are using it. Social media data, I think a very bigger manner. So until now, many studies have not used the social media data and something related to this. So I think so these keywords will come up in the future research directions. So on this basis, we are just presenting our discussion. Just a minute. Our discussion and future directions over here. Now, this is a very simple paper where what we have done, we have just follow a basic research paper structure, and there we have just put it up. The different resources we have got initially from the Scopus, Web of Science, and whatever database platform we are using, and then from the tool that we are using for the bibliometric analysis like Vosviewer. And in the previous section, we have just told about the conceptual relevance of our topic, and then how we have moved from zero to this in our whole research paper that we have shown in the research methodology paper. So I think so this is a very good paper example for the beginner level, right? There you can just write up such kind of papers. Now, this is something, the paper I'm showing you that me and my co-researchers have done. Now, this is something again, digital entrepreneurship, a more good example for you people. Now, like you can see here, okay. Okay, International Journal of Sustainability Development and Planning. Okay, it is indexed in IEEE. Okay, so we can say better than that, like that was published in UGC-CARE. Okay, UGC-CARE and Scopus quarter C category. Okay, that was there with that paper. Now, when I come with this paper, this is IEEE accepted paper, and as you can see, it is published. Now, again, you can see in this paper, there is introduction, then the concept of digital entrepreneurship. Okay, again, your presentation, how you want to present your paper. Then they are presenting the growing need for research on digital entrepreneurship. Okay, now here you can see the research questions. Okay, I'm just zooming it right here. To exhibit the growth of digital entrepreneurship in academic literature with 3 perspectives: chronological publications, authors, journals, and countries. It is the same thing that what we are discussing until now. It is just the different way of presentation. But in the bibliometric, you will do the same thing again and again, right? To establish and highlight the key trends in digital entrepreneurship concerning the conceptual background that lies beneath the held assumption, the research design, the number of contribution to the field, and the direction ahead for future research. Again, I'm saying the same thing, that what we are discussing until now that should be placed in the research questions, they are putting the same thing, but they are presenting it in different manner. Otherwise, nothing new is coming up with the paper. Now, again, we are going down. What they are presenting more methodology, the descriptive part of methodology, and then a diagrammatic presentation. Again, now in diagrammatic presentation also, it is your decision how you want to present, how much you want to present. It totally depends on you. Okay, this is the Prisma method. They have just intermingled the bibliometrics with the Prisma method. I think so all of you know that Prisma method is used for literature review. Just 1 minute, I'm getting one. Just a minute. I'm just answering one question. Just a minute. Okay, so sorry. Right. So I think so all of you understand the Prisma method. Okay. So this is something that you use for the SLR, that is a systematic literature review. You are just intermingling this thing with the bibliometric analysis. And again, they are presenting the results and discussion. Now they are doing the same thing. They have taken this thing from the Scopus. Okay, evolution of the journal, description of the documents, then how many results they have got. Okay, then their descriptive presentation, then top 10 most cited documents, again got it from the Scopus, then they have presented this. Then again they have created the network maps of digital entrepreneurship. Here is the keyword occurrence map for the digital entrepreneurship, right? Here is the overlay temporal of keyword co-occurrence. Yesterday we have discussed how you can present the overlay and the actual network map. They have used both the things. Okay, here they are just showing it with the help of the time series, and here they are showing in the general way with the help of the clusters formation. Okay, now here according to the country document publications, then this is the authors co-citation analysis. Now here they have presented the top 10 authors, their citations, and TLS, total link strength, that we have discussed yesterday in the Vosviewer. Vosviewer is easily provided to you. Okay, this is the scientific journal analysis, nothing. It is the publication analysis, you can say, or the journal co-authorship network. Here it is a 10 co-occurrence of authors keywords. Again, you have taken this thing. That means when you are coming up with the TLC, you are asking just for the top 10 keywords, how they are distributed over the years. So it is going on in this manner. And again, they are presenting the clusters. This is the cluster number 1. They are describing it. They are not presenting it in the column format. They are just giving it the description that what is the cluster 1 is all about. Then cluster 2, cluster 3. This is a country-wise presentation. Again, yesterday we have seen this thing also. All the clusters have been presented here. And at the last, here, in the implications, limitations, and conclusions. And before that, if I must say, after the cluster number 3, because in this paper, if I am correct, they are coming up with only cluster number 3. After this, from here onwards, they are just discussing that what are the keywords that could be used in the future analysis or in the future research for this particular topic. And again, on the basis of that, limitations, conclusions, and everything is there. Again, a very beginner level or simple kind of research paper. You can see when it is looking like this and that. But as we have discussed here, everything you are getting from somewhere. So I don't find that you have to put up so much of your efforts or mental efforts, especially in writing down a bibliometrics paper. Like in the empirical or in a conceptual paper, you have to give your perceptions, okay, your intentions and everything you have put up in a good words, and you have to present that how this is happening and that is happening. But here you just have to describe that what the data is saying to you. So I think so this is pretty much easier for your brain and for you to present that what is going on. No doubt, when you are going with the search string, you have to be careful to choose good research strings so that you can get good data, and that data will speak out that what it is all about. Now I am coming up with one more paper, that is the work-life balance paper. Why I am coming to it again? Now, this is an Emerald publication paper. Now, as we have just discussing right now, that what kind of platform we should use. Again, many publication houses go with the Scopus and Web of Science, but nowadays, as the open source is coming up, they are accepting the papers from Dimensions also, from PubMed also, because PubMed is a larger database of the healthcare industry and the medical sciences. Okay, even Scopus is not having that much of studies of healthcare studies that PubMed is having. So you can justify your topic if it is related to that. Moreover, that lens and dimensions are coming up in the picture, and various things are coming up, like the people are experimenting with the bibliometric study, like on the same search string they are going on the Scopus, then they are going on the Web of Science, then on a third platform, and the database they are getting now, they are using 2 or 3 database together in presenting a paper. The analysis will definitely come different from the 3 different perspectives, but you are just collaborating those 3 different analysis just to try out that how you can present a good paper out of those analysis. This is the one format. And the second format is when you just collaborate 2 CSV files, got it from 2 different platforms. Again, this is a strategy, and this is a skill we need to first learn, but these skills are also present there. That's how you can collaborate two CSV files. One is from the Web of Science and one is from the Scopus, without duplicating the articles. That is something important. Without duplicating the articles, but actually taking the unique articles, the articles which is not there in WS, but they are in the Scopus. Similarly, the articles which are not there in the Scopus, but in the WS, that is a Web of Science. So these kind of things are also going on in the bibliometric study. It totally depends how much mastery you are having. Okay, this is the one area. Now, what am I telling to you right now with this WLB paper, work-life balance paper? It is your way of presenting or making a paper valuable. Why am I saying this? Because when you look into this paper, I will going to share this paper with you on the WhatsApp group also. Now, this is the work-life balance paper, right? A very simple and straightforward paper when you see to it. But when you actually read it out now, you will find 2 and 3 unique things in this paper. What they have done means what the authors have done. Now, this is the introduction part where they have given the introduction according to them. Fine. Now, again, the research questions that we have discussed. Now, what they have done here, if you just a minute, okay, this is the research column. If I'm just okay, now if you see like this, what they have done, okay, they have just give, or they have just classified the major studies of WLB on the basis of the criteria or research focus. Okay, like this is the year time frame 2009 to 11. Now this is the time frame 1988 to 2044. This is the time frame of 1991 to 2015. That means this is the prominent study in this area. This is the prominent study in this area, and something like this is the criteria they are using on the basis of these all things. Okay, so now this is something you can also do in your research paper, but totally depends upon what you actually like to present. Now, what they have done next to it is, now here they are coming up with the research methodology that we have discussed, how they have started with the search string, then the criteria limits, then the presentation of their research methodology, and then they have started with the analysis and results. Now, what they have done here you can see. Now, they have again presented it here, that what they have done, on which date they have been to Scopus, the database of Scopus, major search string, then the result filter, the major result filters, how they have come up with this much of papers, then the result filter with this much of paper, what has been excluded and what has been included. Now they are presenting this table here. Again, this is not needed, but again, this is the author's choice that they are presenting this thing here just to make readers available, that if you have missed something and if you find that how we have been reached from this to this, so okay, we are just filling up the gap. Now the descriptive analysis, again, they are giving the same thing. Publication patterns in terms of year that we have taken from the Scopus. Okay, then the country-wise publication trend, not a new thing. Okay, their words could be new thing, like here what they have done, the graph presentation along with the tabular presentation. Okay, now one by one, each and every section they have taken in the same manner, and then their presentation has been presented by them. Now, why am I telling you that after all these presentations, what they have done, at many places they have turned the graphs into the pie chart studies. Okay, some pie charts they have made for themselves also, that are not given by the Scopus. Now, this is the major thing that they have done, is the citation analysis. Publication citation analysis, here they are presenting with this bar chart, that what are the major citations of the major authors and what are the major theories that has been cited in WLB. Here you can see these are the theories. So they have worked hard with the same database that other people get for their bibliometric study. Okay, what they have done, they have gone through the theories and each and everything. For this, definitely they have gone through all the 200, 300 items. Okay, that what kind of theory they are talking about. And very interestingly, if you go with the Scopus and when you take up that each and everything I wanted from the paper, if you are going with the abstract in each and everything, the database easily can give you that what are the theories and what are the research methodologies this paper is actually working on. But you have to be pretty cautious, because many a time Scopus CSV or WLB files get corrupted while downloading if they are heavily loaded. And what happens when you find that, okay, we have done this thing and now we can use the CSV file easily afterwards. And then when you go on using it on the Vosviewer or even in the Biblioshiny or on the R platform, you will find that the file is corrupted. So you have to be pretty sure, I must say, experience, do it for twice and thrice and do it very consciously. Then you will find the data. I'm not making you uh, aware or afraid of this thing. I'm just making you cautious that what you need to do when you are actually working on the things, so that you will be prevented from repetitions of the same kind of thing. So here what they have done, they have come up with a theory. And this is a simple thing, year of publication. On the basis of the year publication, they have just summarized each and everything at a single place. Authors, their title, their year of publication, their TGC. This is total global contribution. Okay, this is TGC by year. Now on the basis of that you get the TLC which is provided by whom? Vosviewer. But this is the formula for the TLC. Now they are provided by TLC per year. Okay, total link what contribution. ठीक है, ये सब आपको मिलता है. And again, I am talking about the contribution, but when you talk on the Scopus platform, it comes up citations. TLC is total link citation और यहाँ पे है वो local citation. TGC है आपका total global citation. ध्यान रखिएगा. But many foreign studies will give you as the contribution, not citation. Then you have to come up with the nomenclatures also. Fine. So this is the keyword analysis. I am just coming down 1 minute. This is the bibliographic coupling analysis. Yesterday we have tried this also. Okay. Now the thematic overview of the WLB corpus. Now what they are doing? They are making up the clusters on the basis of the bibliographic coupling. Okay, bibliographic coupling, when you are coupling the authors. Okay, how many co-authors have worked of a particular country, of a particular, you can say, university on particular topics. This is the bibliographic coupling analysis. Yesterday we have tried this also once, and then these clusters will come up. Okay, now they are presenting all these clusters over here. This is a very simple thing. Here they are presenting, these are the 4 clusters and the number of articles in each and every cluster. Okay, and articles sorted for thematic analysis. Now what they have done something different. What they are saying ki, okay, in each and every cluster we have got this much number of articles. Okay, they have given an overview of all these articles and all these clusters over here. But now what they are saying ki, okay, we are going a step forward, and out of each and every cluster we are taking this much of article for a advanced thematic analysis. Now, what is the criteria they have chosen for the thematic analysis? Now, they have taken only those articles whose TGC, total global citation, is a number of articles whose total global citation is above 40. That means no doubt these papers are of immense value for this particular cluster. Okay, so in all these clusters they have taken this much of articles other than these articles. Okay, and they have just sorted them on the basis of the TGC. Now they are having 125 articles with them. And now what they have done, a general cluster analysis has been given over here. Now they have done a more advanced cluster analysis. Just a minute. This is the discussion. Okay, just coming down. Now, in the emerging research patterns of what, on the basis of the thematic analysis of all those 125 research papers. Okay, and now when you say that what are the emerging research patterns, they have described over here. That why we have taken 125 papers and what are the major topic in this 125 papers. On the basis of this, now what they are saying, this particular emerging research pattern, now we have doing one more filtration. What we are taking now, the papers only out of those thematic 125 papers, only that papers that has been published in 2000 19 and 20 papers they have taken. Now they have filtered. Only ABDC rank papers of the last 3 years have been taken. Okay? Now, the corpus which was there with the 125, they have just accommodate more 30 papers into that just because they have been published in last 3 years in ABDC rank papers. So there are the two criteria. One is the 125 papers on the thematic analysis, and the other one is the last 3-year published paper in the ABDC rank paper. And on the basis of that, they have given description of 5 different emerging research topics which is coming up in the WLB, and they are supporting that why these topics are coming up in the next you can say quarter or in the next upcoming years for the WLB. Now, why am I telling you this thing? Now, this is the quality of paper you are enhancing. You are not just picking up what everybody is doing, okay, and you are just dropping down, okay, on the basis of this you can say this is the future research, but they are actually presenting that actually where the future lies with the help of the facts and the figures, right? And they are presenting it over here. Now, if you go to read this, the gender discrepancy, you will find out that what they are talking about, that in under gender discrepancy, which kind of research will going to boom and why. And again, they are giving the facts and figures on the basis of the last 3-year paper, along with the thematic paper that they have taken, that is above having a TGC of above 40. So now this they are presenting here. Now, when they are submitting such kind of paper to a particular, or you can say a recognized platform, to good editors, definitely they will look upon it that what you are presenting with the bibliometrics. Okay, because a general bibliometric has been done. In the last 10 years, many bibliometric analysis studies have been done. Now, what new you can provide with the same strategy? What something new you are providing, and what are the different techniques you are using in the same analysis pattern? And I think so this is the same thing that they are doing. They are using the same thematic analysis. Now, what they have done, they have come down to the specific, more advanced thematic version. They have taken something good, that TGC, if TGC is above 40, that means global citation is above 40. That means all over the globe, your study has been recognized and people are citing it. That means some meaning is there with the study. And if ABDC people are accepting it, that means a rigorous review has been done with your study. That means something is good with your study. So on the basis of that, if they are doing some kind of research, that must be a valuable kind of research. No? That's why. So I'm just trying to tell you that start with the beginner side, not an issue. But when you are moving ahead and up now, just increase your way and increase your skills in using the same analysis pattern, but in different manner. Present it in different manner so that it can give good results, and also it will be easily acceptable by the good publication houses. In short, I can say a bibliometric analysis paper or study actually give a whole picture of a particular topic. If somebody comes to your paper of a bibliometric study of a particular topic, that person will get everything. If you are publishing it 2025, you are giving a picture that how this topic has came from last 15 years from a certain place to this place. Now, what are the top authors you should read in this particular topic if you want to do a research? Then what are the top journals that you should go for and search for if you wanted to do research in this particular topic? What are the top countries that are actually working for it, so that you can apply in those particular countries and you can take the studies, or you can compare the studies of these countries. So each and everything, the bibliometrics will show you. You are giving a whole bibliography, a whole picture of a particular topic. If somebody is coming to your paper, you have given each and everything to that to that person, that if you are working on this topic, this is the reference material. Okay, now refer in this manner and your work would be easy for you. This is the major purpose of your bibliometric analytic study. So I think so I have completed from my side, and if any questions are there, you can come up with that.
Hello, excuse me,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
It's Sangeeta Bode.
Yes.
Ma'am, actually, I have a question. Yesterday, using the dimensions and giving some strings, whatever the string I have written and that I have given for downloading the paper for creating the database. So it was showing 1,520 papers in the Excel file. But while creating the bibliometric analysis, actually it was showing 1,520 papers, but downloaded, and I have checked in the center, like Excel I think the name. So it showing only 500 entries, ma'am. Again,
Huh.
I did
Huh.
it second time. Then also it's showing 500 entries. So
Yes.
any paid version is required.
Yes, see, ma'am, until now, Dimension is not providing any paid version. But the thing is that the Dimension is only giving you download of 500 plus articles. Now, it totally depends in certain area. In certain area, okay, it can give you more than 500, but in a majority of the areas, it is giving you permission of downloading only 500 articles. So what you can do is that according to your research strings, you can save that research string over there, okay, and you can ask it that you can just download the 500 once and 500 next day. You need to do such kind of things with the dimensions. As I have told that until now, Dimension, Lens and PubMed, they are not providing you that much of resources as Scopus and WLS is providing. So we people need to wait. They are just giving us a very good opportunity, but restrictions are there, madam. So we have to move like that.
Okay. Once it is downloaded 500 out of 1500, so how we are getting that the 500s are the prior or the end results? Like
Ma'am, in
how
that
we are
section,
going to combine it? Like
ma'am, see, as I have told you, combining two CSV files is something, I must say, it needs a skill, because when I am just going on the softwares which are easily or freely available on the websites, and I'm just asking for the collaboration, many a time it happens that they give you a very good collaborative Excel CSV file, and it easily runs on the Vosviewer, but sometime it won't work. So even we people used to do such kind of practice for 4 or 5 times, many a times, if problem comes up. So it's a kind of thing that you have to hit and trial with that.
okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Somebody have asked me about the green marketing here. Topic of green marketing, huh? Looking into factors affecting pre and post purchase behavior in FMCG industry. So that keywords I will be using in search string and how. What keywords I will be using in search string and how CSV file will be merged into one CSV file. See, ma'am, the merging of CSV file is not needed in Scopus, because Scopus will give you a download of more than, you can say, 2000 documents at once. This is the only problem with the Dimension, Lens and PubMed. It is not the problem with the Scopus and Web of Science. And when you talk about this particular topic, then you have to do a separate search string for green marketing. Okay, then the I don't know what product you are using here, pre and post purchase behavior in FMCG industry. Okay, so you can come up with a green marketing, then green marketing FMCG, then the pre purchase green marketing FMCG, then the post purchase green marketing FMCG, because this is the technique strategy. What different keywords which is coming out of your particular title, then first do the separate search string of each and every keyword, and then combine these keywords like green marketing plus purchasing behavior, then green marketing plus pre and post purchasing behavior, green marketing plus FMCG. Now you have to move in this direction. So you will get at least 10 to 12 search strings. And when you are doing it individually, then you will have to see how many documents you are producing. And then when you are combining this thing, how many documents you are producing, what it will show? It will show you that actually how many documents are actually working for your research when you combine the articles. So it will actually give you picture ki, okay, on the green marketing this much is there, but when I'm combining all my keyword string, that is there. Now if you find that some alterations are coming and some alterations which are not good looking and which should not be there, like in the green marketing they are telling something 1000 after filtration and everything, and after the combination of key strings again you are getting something around 900 and 950, then you have to go up with again. So that means somewhere you have missed something. So be cautious. Your search string will let you know that you are going in the right or wrong direction, but you have to practice it in a good manner. First do the individual research, then come up with a combined research. Please note down each and everything what you are doing, so that you can understand where you are lacking, and finally you will find a good research string module that will give you actually what you are looking for. It's a practice kind of thing. And if we are having any kind of session anytime, then we will just work on the search string pattern, because this is something very important for bibliometrics. Any more questions? I will be sharing the papers today, 2 or 3 papers that we have discussed. I will be sharing it on your WhatsApp group, so you can see those papers easily. So I find that
one question.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, ma'am. As you discussed that we can merge the CSV file of Web of Science and the Scopus.
Yes, sir.
So the structure of both the CSV are same, or we have to make the same structure?
See, actually, the thing is that the structure is same, sir, because see, as we all know, the CSV file structure is same. But the thing is that the pattern of downloading of Scopus, like Scopus goes like that, the year of publication, then the article number, then the author name, then comes up the abstract one, and something like this. When Web of Science will download it, now it is not necessary that it will start with the year or if author. It might come up starting with the title of the paper. So there actually the style of downloading is different as compared to each other, and that's why when you are going with the collaboration of these 2 CSV file, problems occur. But many a time it happens that the instruments or the software you are using, usually we also use the softwares which are present on the websites very easily, that merge different CSV files. So sometime it will give you a good structure and it will work on on your softwares, but sometime it will not work. But I let you know that usually when you convert CSV into Excel, and when after converting into Excel you are combining the 2 files and again converting into CSV, right? But now what will happen? This file will not run on Vosviewer. I don't know, but the thing is that some technological issues are there. But the same file will be run on the Biblioshiny. Biblioshiny is again a kind of software tool. With the help of that, you can do the bibliometric analysis. Or R is also providing a sort of bibliometric analysis, and there also the file will run. But the problem is R is giving limited analysis of the bibliometrics. But yes, Biblioshiny and Vosviewer give the full network analysis. So this is what in our research fraternity we have discussed, and we have got the things from the other authors also and the people who are practicing. This is the thing that we have got according to the bibliometric studies until now.
And one more thing, when we try to combine 2 data sets, right?
Yes.
So there may be an issue of the duplication also.
Yes, sir.
So that we need to remove ourselves, or there is a
no, sir. Softwares are there. Softwares are there. See, what will happen?
In Excel also there is one, I think, remove duplication kind of features is there in the Excel. It will automatically remove. But my question is based on there is any specific functionality in Vosviewer it will automatically remove and show, or we have to first filter our data and then we need to provide.
No, sir. First we have to clear our data. Again, the same thing will happen. Into Excel, we have to remove the duplicacies.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Ma'am, I have one question.
Yes, sir.
Same thing, the sir, which is saying about the duplicacy of papers when we search the papers in Scopus. So either we have to do it manually or by using any software to remove the.
See, sir. In between our software have also come. Kajoik was the software, but it is not working good, and the data corruption issues and the manipulation issues have came up. So now the people are not using it. So the most trusted version what we have got until now is the conversion of CSV into Excel, and then again converting into CSV file by removing duplicacies. Because Excel will remove the duplicacies easily.
Okay. Means we have to do it manually, one by one paper. So
yes.
Sometimes same paper is repeating 2 times, 3 times.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly, sir. Exactly. But now with the use of the AI, sometime it will help you out. That the AI will just remove your data from this thing. Like you give a certain like 100 or 500 data you are giving to Quen or Chat GPT, and you are asking that remove the duplicacies and give me a file which is not with the duplicacies, so you can get those files. Nowadays AI is working in this manner.
And any tool of any AI tool
until now this with the CSV file, the problem is with the CSV file. You can go with the Excel file in different manners, but the CSV file duplicacy removal is a major problem actually. So people are doing it either manually or either with the AI right now.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you everybody for listening me, and it's a nice time with all of you people. Thank you so much.